I had the great pleasure of interviewing Leslie and Alexa Cook recently. Leslie Cook owns Dusty Bottoms Farm Services, and I tell you what, it was a hot day, and we may not look the prettiest, but when you listen to this interview, you will know that if you need someone to look after your animals, or if you've been considering goats for yourself, you need to be in touch with Leslie Cook. You can reach Leslie at Dusty Bottoms Farm Services on Facebook. Enjoy the video. Hi, I'm Virginia Gardner, and I am sponsoring Park Bench Earlysville, and I'm meeting today with Leslie and Alexa Cook. Leslie's business is Dusty Bottoms Farm Services, and Alexa and Leslie both work together with goats that they have on the property. I wanted first to talk to Leslie about, now you moved to Earlysville 14 years ago? I guess you said 2005, right?
Yes.
And how much acreage do you have here?
18 total.
They have a total of 18 acres, and you have a barn?
Yes.
And a horse?
Yes.
And chickens? And chicken coops?
Yeah.
And goats? How many goats do you have?
About 25.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But now you would like to sell goats as well, right?
Yes, and we have to sell the babies.
Okay. Okay.
Or else we'd be overrun.
That's funny. So, so let's talk first about Dusty Bottoms Farm Services. So, I know you were working for a local veterinary clinic for years.
Yes.
And so, why did you decide to start the farm services business?
Well, people kept asking what veterinarian serves goats in the area, and there is no veterinarian within an hour radius.
Wow.
To provide services, routine services like hoof trimming, vaccinations, disbudding, all that stuff, you know, local farmers can do, but the small farmers in the area are not comfortable doing.
Yeah.
And so I thought, I can, and why not do that for them?
And but you work with other animals other than goats too, don't you?
Sheep I could do
okay.
as well. I do small ruminants is where I'm focused.
Okay.
I don't do cows or anything.
And do people have herds of sheep and goats locally?
Well, I'm mostly localized with the small homestead type situation. So a lot of people just have 2 goats, and especially milking goats. That's all they need.
Okay.
And so it's not a big operation, and to have a vet come an hour to do all that, it becomes cost prohibitive.
And do you do pet sitting? I mean, do you do goat sitting as well?
I do. Well, farm sitting too, because I'm comfortable with all the species.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So why did you originally decide to get into goats?
I always wanted goats, and so we got our first 2 goats like about 9 years ago.
Okay.
And then we decided that registered dairy goats or registered goats were more profitable. The babies sell for more and that kind of thing. So crazy enough, I got an Alpine and a La Mancha. And
the La Mancha have like no ears.
No ears. And then we eventually got into the registered Nigerian dwarfs.
Okay.
So I have 3 of the 5 dairy goats.
Wow.
Breeds, that is.
Wow.
And then, of course, to breed them, I need the bucks of the same breed.
Right.
So that's how they multiply.
And Alexa was telling me that you keep the bucks separate.
Of course.
From them.
Yeah.
So you don't end up overrun.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of them now. And what would be your ideal size, number of goats? What would you say?
Maybe 15.
Okay. So you'd like to sell about 10, and you have some males and females that you'd be willing to sell.
Yes.
Okay, so what, hang on a second, because I did want to ask you. All right, now, I know, why? Goats, other than the fact that you wanted to have goats, but you wanted the milk?
the milk in order to make goat's milk soap
Okay.
and goat cheese that Alexa loves.
Okay, interesting. And do you drink the milk at all?
Yes,
You do.
we do, absolutely.
And is it, would you say, I know because of laws with the FDA and so
Right.
forth, you can't sell that.
I can't sell the cheese or the milk. yeah.
Right, but you can enjoy it in your own home.
Yes.
And is it particularly full of protein? Is it just good for you stuff?
So I had it tested, actually. I sent it off, and
Okay.
it's about 3%. And so that's like between whole milk and 2%.
Interesting.
And
That's great.
yeah, no. And Alexa loves goat's milk, don't you?
And so you use the goat's milk soap in your bathrooms and so forth now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I was doing a farmer's market for a little
Oh,
bit.
really?
Until, I was working full time, so
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to do that. But, I mean, that's a highly recommended product.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Could you make lotion out of it as well?
Yeah, of course. Oh, I've done that, yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Now, Alexa, you all can't see this, but she has on a 4-H t-shirt. Alexa, you are in 4th grade, and how old does that make you?
9.
All right, and you've been in 4-H for how long?
This is my first year.
Your first year. Okay. And, you know what we need to do? May I?
Yeah.
I want everybody to be able to hear you. Okay, there we go. So, what made you want to get into 4-H?
So I could connect more with animals and goats.
Okay, and can we see her okay? Maybe you could move over just a little bit. There we go. We want to see this cute face. And so what have you learned with 4-H?
Like the proper things you need to do for when you're showing a goat and how to shave them
Okay,
for a show.
so why would you need to shave? Oh, because for fur? No. What would you need to shave them for?
It shows their conformation better,
Oh, interesting.
because that's what they're judged on.
Oh, okay.
The way that they're built to produce milk.
Okay. Well, that's
And-
interesting.
Alexa, your favorite goat is?
Who was your favorite goat?
Her name is Little Cow.
Her name is Little
Cow. And why do you love her? Because of her personality?
Yeah. And also because there's she's just my favorite because she's because I can always hang out with her.
She's she's just a nice goat.
Dog goat.
She's a dog goat. That's cute. That's cute. Do you have any other friends that have goats?
No.
No. Do you have friends that would like to have goats?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
We should talk to those friends' families. Now, are there any other? Have you shown your goat?
Yes.
Now you can't show her, but there's another goat that you show, I think, right?
Yeah. Her name is Fladays.
What is it?
Fladays.
Fladays. Do you know how to spell that?
F-L-A-I.
Uh-huh.
F-L-A-I. F-L-I. Wait. Yeah.
D-A-I-S.
I knew that.
That's an interesting name. And so, where did that name come from?
She was one of our first registered dairy goats that we bought,
Okay.
along with our big Alpine, Ruby. Call her Black Giraffe
Okay.
because she's huge with a long neck, which
Okay.
is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you say, what is your favorite breed of goat?
La Mancha.
Oh, you do. And is that because you just think they're a sweeter breed?
I just like the fact that they have no ears.
Yeah, that they have no ears. That's good. Now, with 4-H, do they also teach you about any kind of marketing or anything like that, or is that down the road? Is that something you would do down later so that you could help your mom find buyers for the babies?
You make signs.
Yeah, we do make signs for because one time we went to at Tractor Supply, we went to this had this barbecue.
Yeah.
And then I made a sign for it, and then when we were showing, they used that sign that I used to make at the barbecue for the 4-H show.
Oh, that's
and they
good.
used it to like make a sign for tickets to auction for an
Oh,
auction
that's
thing.
great. That's great. So you think you'll be in 4-H for a little while?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever do the farm state? I mean, excuse me, the Albemarle County Fair? Does 4-H do that?
No, I think they usually actually go to the Louisa or
Oh,
somewhere
okay. Okay.
further away.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't have a huge representation.
Oh, here. Okay. Okay.
Like Albemarle should be a better farming community. But
Yeah. And well, maybe this is something that they will do, and people see how fun this is. And do people in 4-H have other kind of animals? What kind of animals do they have?
Well, a lot of them have do like either like goose.
Oh, really?
Or like chickens, and so I know some other people who have like sheep.
Any pigs?
I don't think so.
Pigs are kind of big. I guess
Yeah.
that might be hard for a youngster.
we don't have pigs in this club.
All right, so I guess one last question I'd ask. Why do you think somebody should buy your goats?
Because first of all, they can be good for breeding if you like do it like properly, and then also they're like really sweet animals.
They're really sweet animals.
And
That's
you can
what I
use them.
think.
Why are they so sweet?
Just because they're sweet.
Because they get cuddled by kids from birth.
Yeah, exactly. I bet the kids
And their babies are adorable, so that's another reason.
and they're funny. They are really cute and funny.
And once the babies usually get to like 2 or 3 weeks old, the reason we built that play structure is because a lot of times they start leaping in the air, and it's really weird, and they get like so playful. That's why also in there we had that trough, because like even though they're really tiny, they somehow find a way to climb up it, and it's so adorable.
I bet it is.
How they just like hop around it. It's so cute.
That's wonderful. Now, if somebody needs a farm service or would like to buy a goat, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
So I think at this point, the Dusty Bottom.
So the Dusty Bottom Facebook page is the best way, and
Yes.
you do services beyond what we talked about, and they would find that listing on the Facebook page.
Yes.
And do you have pictures of all your goats that are for sale?
I do not yet.
But
I
we are
will
working on
soon.
that. Good.
Yes.
Well, on the Park Bench site, I'm going to be building a directory page for you too. And you sent me some photographs the other day, so I'll post those. And Kathy was taking pictures, and we'll have the video.
Great.
So we should be good.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Any questions?
No, but thank
Okay.
you.
Yes.